So I've eaten. I've caught up on the news. Oh, hey, Dis. What's up? No worries. I appreciate the lurks. Always appreciate lurks. Caught up on all the news today. I was late in doing it. My whole evening to night routine kind of like shifted, and that's a bit why I'm starting a bit later. Caught up on shit though. Had some good food. And up until about 20 minutes or so, I was actually planning on playing something else tonight. And then I was like, you know what? Let's just have a nice hour or so of reading some more. I gotta be honest, these past 2 days, we played this Sunday. The past 2 days, I've been thinking a lot about this game. For some reason, can't get enough. I noticed my Twitch page looks different now. So I guess I gotta go in and muck about with that at some point. Gotta love changes. Alright, 2 hours and 43 minutes in. I also saw fucking douchebag extraordinaire gets banned on Twitter. And I caught that after it happened. Because again, just shifted everything and I was late in catching up on the day. I had a weird day at work, so I didn't really have time to pay attention to the outside world. And then, I don't know. Sometimes, with all the shit you see regarding news daily, you see a lot of shit and stuff that makes me upset and just hate things. And then sometimes you see the off-random good, or a thing where you're like, I'm glad that's, that happened. I can't tell if I'm being, like, especially vague or anything, but I'm not meaning to. It's just I'd rather not go into my extreme hate for a guy known as Joey Salads. Fuck. Alright. So part 3 of this. As you can see, not a ton so far into the game. 2 hours, 43 minutes or so. This is where I think the colloquialism is where the rubber meets the road, because we've expended what we can with Achi and his timeline. We've got to go to someone else. We've got to break the seal on one of the new characters, it seems. And again, the extreme... The obvious play is to go with Tama. See what the hell is going on here. Or this young Kojima lookalike. Alright, we're gonna go with Tama. It'll be a short stream tonight, maybe about an hour or so. I can't go super long, unfortunately. But that's fact is part of the reason why I decided to play this game instead of what I originally had planned for the night, so. So far, so good. It's so hot. It's so hot in this thing. Way, way too hot. I feel like I'm sitting in a sauna. I have no idea what kind of voice to give Tama. I'm not given much direction. Everyone else on the street looks nice and cool, but here I am, getting treated to my very own personal midsummer heat wave. I like this. I like the wavy hot pattern. On top of that, I can barely see. I can barely breathe, for that matter. But hey, What can I do? Oh, I am so thirsty. Some iced tea would be amazing right now. Giving myself a coughing fit here. I'm going to pass out from dehydration at this rate. Right now I'm giving like an enthusiastic voice, even though I'm clearly dying of a heat stroke, which is kind of weird. Like I should be sounding more dire. But we're gonna roll with it. I may as well admit it. I underestimated how tough this would be. Who knew wearing a mascot costume could be so uncomfortable? A delicate young lady like myself has no business doing this sort of job. I suddenly have so much respect for the people on those superhero team shows. Like, can you imagine doing action scenes in something like this? Heck, all I'm doing is standing here and I'm this close to calling quits. But I can't. I need the work. I need the money. This is no time to be a wuss. If I give up on this, what else am I possibly going to do? Maybe reading wasn't the best choice for such a coughing fit that I have right now. Gonna die. Check out the revolutionary new diet drink, Burning Hammer. I thrust a free sample toward passerby while shouting as loud as I can. A free portion, usually quite small, of a product given out to consumers as a sales gimmick, allows them to test the quality and effect of a cosmetic or health product prior to purchase, frequently referred to as a trial size or freebie version of the product. In addition to passing out free samples on the streets, some shops also include free samples with purchased products. Please note that simply taking a product without paying for it in order to test it out is theft. In order to test it out is theft. Don't do it. Thanks for that PSA 428 Shibuya Scramble. Don't steal. Come on and give it a try! Oh, it's no use. People just walk by, one after the other. They avoid looking at the sample. It's been like this ever since I started standing here. What gives? It's gonna be a long night. You'd figure at least one person would have taken a bottle by now. I mean, it's free, but I haven't managed to give away a single one. If this keeps up, there's no way I'm getting paid. And then this whole miserable experience will have been all for nothing. Just drink this and watch the pounds melt away! No exercising or dieting necessary! I can hear the desperation in my own voice. Just burn, burn, burn! Burn those pounds away! They're giving me cold looks now. They probably think I'm some shyster trying to offload dodgy product. It's that simple! That simple, folks! You just drink the weight away. I guarantee it. Heck, this whole thing reeks of a scam to me, too. In other words, it seems extremely dubious or suspicious. The word scam, referring to a type of dishonest scheme, is actually of unknown origin. Several folk etymologies have been proposed, including that it comes from a simple shortening of scandalous misdeeds. Huh. But these claims have little evidence to support them. Scam. Scandalous misdeeds. That doesn't seem accurate. That does seem like a very, made up way of scam. Losing weight just by drinking some concoction is way too good to be true, but still, free is free. You'd think I'd be able to give one or two away. It's not like I'm not trying. Okay, pep talk time. You can do this. Think about the money. Just start with one bottle. Alright, I'm going to give this bottle away to the next person I see, no matter what. I close my eyes and gather my determination. I just need to get started, and the momentum will build from there. Alright, eyes open. There are two people walking in my direction. Wait, two? Oh no, which one do I pick? If I keep waffling, they're both going to pass me by. I just need to hand this bottle off. Which one of these guys looks more likely to take it? I mean, let's give it off to the guy wearing the homeless disguise. Clutching the free sample in my furry fist, I try to force it off on the disheveled fellow to my right. To my surprise, he takes it. Huh? What's this? He asks, lifting an eyebrow as he looks at the bottle. I flap my fuzzy arms and strike a cute pose as I launch into the product pitch. Fucking Tama, dude. This is exactly the hour of video games I needed for my night, I feel like. It's Burning Hammer, the #1 new diet drink. Please, give it a try. No thanks, the man says. I'm good. I keep my arms held open wide and pretend I didn't hear that. Look, he says, I'm in a hurry. You should give this to someone else. He tries to hand the sample back to me, but I hold my ground. For a few moments, we are at a silent impasse. Maybe he's weirded out by my cat alter ego holding its freeze frame pose, because eventually he looks away, slips the bottle into his pocket, and walks off. Fucking good job, Tama. Fucking good job. Just hold that pose. Scare them into taking the product. Get your money. I did it. I finally got someone to take one. But there are still so many samples left. My brief surge of excitement dies before it can even fully take hold. I wonder how the other mascot is doing about now. Oh, that son of a bitch. Chicken mascot. There's a sales demo happening today at 1 o'clock on the Nakane building. Huh? Looks like the chicken has handed out all kinds of samples. Got beat up the chicken. I don't get it. How come nobody's taking any of mine? What could I possibly be doing wrong? I look at the clock. It's a little after 11. My morning of wandering around hawking diet drinks is just about over. I'll need to get ready to head over to the sales demo. I'd love to take the costume off, but then I'd have to carry it. The samples I haven't given out are almost too heavy as it is. Oh well, I might not have gotten results, but I tried my best. I sure hope they don't withhold my pay or anything. Hey, what gives? You got that many left? The chicken speaks with a female voice. Oh, shit, another female voice, I need it. Yeah? I reply sheepishly. Nobody seems to want to take mine. Well, I mean, are you looking for the right targets? Huh? I don't have that many female voices, game. I don't have even, like, a full female voice. I have to just kind of pitch my voice up a little bit and hold back coughs. Game is trying to kill me. Huh? Like groups of girls or bored-looking older ladies. Those are the types you gotta be gunning for, you know? Wow, I hadn't even considered that. Now that she says it, it seems so obvious. This is a diet drink, after all. Of course I'm not gonna have any luck trying to foist it off on random guys. Well, whatever, the chicken says. Here, give me the samples you've got left. I hand over my samples, and the chicken dumps the whole lot into her basket. I'll drink whatever's left, so they don't find out you didn't pass them out, she says. Oh, the chicken's a friend. Huh? Wait, like all of them? Yeah, all of them. The chicken sounds pretty confident in herself. This may just be sample-sized bottles, but still, they add up to a lot. I can feel myself on the brink of tears at the kindness of her offer. Thank you so much, that's a huge help. I bow deeply, which makes my mascot head wobble. Leaving the station behind, we head down Center Guide towards the Nakane building. It's a multi-tenant office building in... Oh, here we go. We're starting early. Udagawacho? I don't fucking know, man. Located in Center Guide, Shibuya's downtown district. In addition to hosting the weight loss drink sales demo, the building is also home to the foreign capital protection firm Japan Cellcom, the IT mainstay Shibuya OnNet, SON, video game developer Shindai Tradeco? And Strike Back Labs, publisher of the monthly magazine Science Strikes Back, along with many other businesses. It's a minor type. Minor. The Burning Hammer sales demo is going to be held there this afternoon. The job is supposed to pay 10,000 yen for the day, but if we can sell at least 100 bottles at the demo, they've promised another 10,000 on top of that. I need to make sure I sell those 100 bottles. I need that 20,000 yen, and I need it ASAP. I feel for you, Tama. We arrive at the Nokane building, a rundown multi-tenant office complex. We head into the room where the Burning Hammer sales demo is taking place. There are already about 50 seats set out. I wonder how many people the free samples will pull in. A stage has been set up at the far end of the room. That's where I'm going to be standing, sipping Burning Hammer while explaining its effects to the customers. Hurry up and take that thing off. The chicken flaps her wings as she speaks. It's kinda early, but come on, let's have lunch. I'm starving. Now that she mentions it, I realize I'm pretty hungry myself. The demo's not starting for another 2 hours. Can't win a war against my stomach for that long. Chicken and I head to the waiting room where they've set out our lunches for us. Mind getting my back real quick? The chicken asks. She arches her back towards me. Apparently she can't reach her own zipper. I laughed there at the blue puffball there on the table. And just the scene of a cat helping a chicken out of the suit. Oh sure, give me a sec. I try to unzip the back of the chicken suit, but my own suit's thick, fuzzy fingers have a hard time of it. What's the holdup? Come on, I'm roasting in this thing. Hurry up and get it off me. I've almost got it, it's just awkward with these mitts. Finally, I get a hold of the zipper and yank it downward. A girl emerges from the chicken as if the chicken itself were an egg. Whew! I'm alive! Her red sweatshirt is drenched in sweat. Almost at once, she's kicking back and cooling off with a hand fan. Sorry, but would you mind getting me too? I ask. Yeah, okay. I turn my back to the girl. I hear metal clacking behind me. At long last, I'm about to be free of this 5-ton fursuit. Huh? The girl murmurs awkwardly. Huh? What? A spike of anxiety hits me. What's wrong? I ask. Yeah, that's a no-go. Zipper's busted. What? Yeah, sorry, this thing ain't coming off. What? My vision goes dark. No! I tug desperately at the costume, but no luck. I'm trapped inside. Oh, what the crap? Well, we can talk to the boss about it when he gets back, the girl says. I mean, it's not like we can just cut it off you with scissors or anything. She sounds entirely unconcerned. It's so unfair. I need to get out of this stuffy, I almost said scuffy, stuffy, sweltering steam bath as soon as possible. All I can do is clench my fist in impotent rage. But anyway, good luck out there today, the girl continues. I'm Chiriko Sugi. Whatever. By the way, you can just call me Chiri. She smiles as she introduces herself. I mean, I am pretty cheery gal, after all. Pretty cheery. I can't read. She breaks into a hearty guffaw. Oh, sure, I say. It's nice to meet you. Yeah, for sure. So, I guess you're not gonna be able to eat lunch in that getup, huh? Huh? God, that's right. What should I do? Don't sweat it. Just leave it to me. Huh? I'll eat both lunches myself. Chiri doesn't even wait for me to reply before reaching for my lunch. It'd be a shame to let it go to waste, she says. She makes it sound like leftover food is a bigger concern than my hunger. I can feel my appetite stirring all the more as she devours my meal with a satisfied grin on her face. A faint, pathetic gurgle rises from my belly. It's just a cheap little prepackaged box lunch, but right now it looks like a feast. So what's your name? Chiri asks. Her cheeks are still packed with rice. My name? Yeah. Oh, it's, As I struggle to think of an answer, my eyes alight on the piece of Tamagoyaki clutched between Chiri's chopsticks. Why are you struggling with your name? Tama, if that's your real name. The yellow slab of... Oh, I forgot to... Here I am just being a dum-dum. Okay. That's been updated, I think. Okay. I forgot I have to do that with this. It doesn't automatically stick. Let's continue. The yellow slab of lightly grilled egg wobbles to and fro. I can see the inside from the way it's been sliced. It looks somewhat undercooked. Come on, what's your name? Oh, right. Tama. It's Tama. Huh? You mean like the famous cat? Well, ain't that fitting? Chiri chortles and stuffs a piece of Tamagoyaki into her mouth, then takes a big swig of iced tea. I am beyond jealous. I wish I could gorge myself on those lunch boxes until I'm full of bursting. Heck, even a cold glass of iced tea would be a lifesaver right now. I'm so thirsty, I'm starting to get all dizzy. Maybe I really am getting dehydrated. This isn't good. If I don't do something, I'm going to pass out before the sales demo even starts. And then I remember something. The zipper down my back might be busted, but I can still take the head off, right? That way, I at least be able to eat and drink stuff. Alright. I decide to... Oh, okay. I'm gonna go... C seems bad. Chiri already seems to be very, not only unhelpful, but not wanting to be helpful. Which is two separate things. You're not helpful. Like, you could be not helpful, but you're trying. Chiri seems to not be helpful and also not want to really try. Grabbing the head in both hands and yanking it seems also bad for some reason. I'm gonna go with B. I decide to rock my head back and forth good and hard. I'm listening to metal music. What gives? It won't come free no matter how hard I try to buck it off. And to make things worse, now I've got this dull, throbbing pain at the back of my head. Whoops. Like, I bumped my head somewhere, but I don't remember doing that recently. Chiri flashes me a curious look. What are you doing? She asks. I thought maybe I could at least get the head off. I tried pulling again, refusing to give up. That ain't gonna work. That thing's attached to the body. I slumped forward in defeat, face planting on the table. No! Most folks would have noticed that when they put it on, you know. Well, I didn't. The boss helped me get into it, is the thing. Huh? Well, don't let it get you down, Chiri says. Here, drink some of this. She pulls a bottle with a straw from her bag and pours some of the tea into it. In a fever. It's like fever. Of thirst, I jammed the plastic straw through the mascot costume's mouth. Thankfully, it reaches as far as my own. It's a good sucking noise. Good job, game. I suck for all I'm worth. No! No! I suck and I suck and I suck. My body rejoices as the moisture returns to it, like rain coming to the desert. And thus, I revive. Actually, it kind of does feel like I'm coming back to life. Oh, thank you so much. I'm never going to forget this as long as I live. With tears welling up in my eyes, I clutch Chiri's hand in my fuzzy mitts. Aw, hey, I'm not the kind of person to abandon someone in need, you know, she replies. An embarrassed grin crosses her face. How come you're carrying this bottle around with you anyway? I ask. Oh, that's because I make my own protein juice. In Japan, the word protein is frequently used to refer to a powdered health food supplement that contains vitamins and minerals as well as a protein component. It is dissolved in milk or another liquid to create a drink. A protein diet typically involves drinking a glass of thin Oh, why am I reading that weirdly? Typically involves drinking a glass of this in place of a meal. Drinking it in place of ice. Cannot read. Drinking it in place of tea would assuredly lead to weight gain. Protein juice? Never heard of it. I heard that if you have protein juice for one of your 3 meals a day, you'll lose weight. Reminds me of like the old Slim Fast drinks. Those commercials I would see as like a kid. Where it's like, replace a meal with these Slim Fast drinks. And then those basically became what we know as like people who just eat like Soylent drinks and shit. Slim Fast. Is this still a thing? Or did that die off? Weird memories. So yeah, I kind of need to keep it. Given Shiri's sort of, well, chubby frame, I don't think the protein's been working so great for her. Tama! Don't be rude! I've been trying all sorts of stuff, but right now protein is totally the best thing for my diet. This stuff, though, Shiri casts her eyes at the samples of burning hammer on the table. It's like totally bogus. Huh? Bogus? That's a surprise. Well, yeah, Shiri says. You gotta exercise if you want to burn body fat. The best way to burn fat is to engage in steady, low-intensity aerobic exercise. After roughly 20 minutes of such exercise, the body burns through its available blood sugar, and the brain sends signals to have fat brought into the bloodstream. This is how fat is burned. Anaerobic exercise, which leaves you panting and breathless, is not effective. There's your lesson for the day. You gotta exercise if you wanna... Wait. She smacks herself on one flabby arm. I mean, there's no way you're gonna lose weight by taking in more calories. Huh? Didn't she just say she was drinking protein juice to lose weight? I keep that thought to myself. I mean, that'd be as ridiculous as all-you-can-eat Kobe beef, she adds. She shakes her head seriously. I'm not sure about using all-you-can-eat anything as an example in a discussion about weight loss. But again, I keep the thought to myself. But hey, a job's a job, Shiri says after a moment, perking up again. They tell me to sell this junk, I'll sell it. A sudden wailing comes from the other side of the door. Please, just give me time. I swear I'll get it back to you. What the heck? Shiri says. Is that the boss? I nod. That's definitely Mr. Yanagishita's voice. He's the guy who hired me. Sidling up alongside Shiri, I very quietly open the door, take a peek inside. Oh shit. Uh-oh, we're taking a serious turn now all of a sudden. Mr. Yanagishita is down on his hands and knees begging, while two uncouth looking men glower, interesting, at him. Oh no, it's the dude we helped from before! Another character story. Oh no. It's all coming together. Just a little more time, that's all I ask, he pleads. Once I sell this stuff, I can pay you back. I see a tiny bottle of burning hammer in his hand. Just a little more, mimics the middle-aged fellow. I just gotta sell this. We've heard enough of that out of you. Yeah, the younger guy sneers. We ain't giving you any more time, so quit asking. But I really just need a little longer this time. Please, you gotta believe me. That's a good screenshot. From the look of things, Mr. Yanagishita is dealing with some loan sharks. Though it seems obvious that this term refers to toothy predators of the deep, the word shark in this case actually has its origins in an older Germanic word meaning parasite, or someone who preys on others. The same word gave rise to the terms pool shark and card shark. In the case of loan sharks, though, the initial mental image seems quite appropriate. The two thugs are clearly in no mood for his continued groveling. Shiri and I exchange a glance. It's probably best if we don't go out there right now. I'm gonna get a drink of water real quick and be right back. Try to help the throat. Water drunk. Hopefully that helps. Where was I? Cheery and I exchange glance. Probably best if we don't go out there right now. But now I'm really worried. Am I actually going to get paid for this gig? As I'm pondering that, one of the men grabs Yanagashita. It's not easy to read when you first come out to it every time. And I'm not even still pronunciating. By the nape of the neck and drags him to his feet. Come with us, pal. We'll take you someplace you can work off your debts. Say what? Mr. Yanagishita wails. Two men drag him away. Huh? Guess he's gone then, Cheery says. She's already starting to pack up her things. She's like, I'm fucking out of here. Wait, what are you doing? I ask. Going home. Not much point sticking around. Going home? I mean, the demo sharing happening now. Anyhow, it was nice working with you. See ya. Moments later, Cheery is out the door. Now what do I do? I've been left here all by myself. More or less at a total loss. Bad end! I just got demolished. Shifts over. Our poor feline friend isn't going to get paid now that those debt collectors showed up and dragged her boss away. If a certain someone hadn't told the thugs how to get to the Nokane building, they probably wouldn't have caught Yanagashita. The right decision happens at 11:15, but who has to make it? We saw it. We saw what happens. We know who makes that decision. We gotta set this right. We're gonna set it right, guys. My question though is it fun to watch? Because I want to see it all, you know? Is it fun to see me after I hit like a dead end kind of thing, whether it's a bad end or a chapter ending or something, to go back and see what the other decisions I can make, what they possibly do? Because I kind of want to see it. I want to see the differences, but I don't know if that's the most exciting thing. But we might as well, right? Clutching the free sample in my furry fist, I try to force it off on the businessman to my left. Here you go, sir. A free sample of Burning Hammer, the latest and greatest diet drink. The businessman flashes me a look of utter contempt and makes a point of avoiding me as he slips past. Bam. There goes the wind right out of my sails. Wonder how the other mascot is doing about now. And then I think it just goes back to... yeah. Swoop. I kind of like seeing the alternate choices. And sometimes it could be drastic, you know? gonna sneeze here. I'm coughing, I'm sneezing. I'm dying. Alright, although I feel like this isn't going to be a massive choice either. I decide to grab the head in both hands and yank it upward with all my might. Oh, come on! No matter how hard I pull, it won't come off. Ow! Dull pain throbs at the back of my head. Did I smack it against something at some point? Okay, and then I think it goes back. One more choice then. I'm gonna ask Cheery for help. Come on, Cheery. I decide to ask Cheery. Sorry, would you mind helping me pull my... I feel a dull throbbing pain at the back of my head. We didn't even get to really ask Cheery to help. Okay, so I do want to bring up the fact that something about Tama seems very mysterious. I think there's a very definite, obvious reason that she is in a costume and we can't see who it is inside. And then right there where it's flashing like, oh, it feels like I hit my head. Did I do that recently? I think that's something. And then I also think... I mean, this gives me eerie fucking Virtue's Last Reward. Or Virtue's Last Reward? Zero Time Dilemma? Zero Time Dilemma. Dude in the giant helmet? I guess in Virtue's Last Reward it was the dude in the whole suit thing. But that whole mechanic where it's like, oh, we're very uncoily. Uncoily? That's not the word I'm looking for. Whatever. It's very obviously it feels like telling us that it's concealed for a reason. And I gots to know. I gots to know. What happens if I go... I mean, can I go from here to... I don't think I can. I was trying to see if there's a way to go completely to... Oh, here we go. Look at this, I can just... Navigating menus and shit. So I guess I can't go... I'm trying to see if I can go back where it has the characters like rotating. But I guess you can only really go back to this, the time chart here, really. So I guess my question is, do I want to go and fix Tama's storyline here immediately, or go to a new character? Solomon charge system made in one time block. Do not impact storylines in different hours. Get stuck? Should check decision to jump points for the current time block. Oh, I see. Okay. Yeah, I got you, game. Let's go ahead and fix Tama's storyline here. go into here. Ba-ba-bum. How far back was it? I mean, it was in Hachi's story. I see what I gotta do. I think so. I have to. So that's interesting. So I think what I'm learning is that if you go in like I did back here in Hachi's story, and go and changed and saw all the different outcomes, it basically whatever outcome I last choose, it saves as like the current actual timeline. So you could see that then it cleared up everything else, and it's like, oh, I picked the last one I picked was this one where I just got killed. And so then basically that's an interesting way of doing it, because I couldn't go straight to where I'm giving the directions to the people, because the last thing I'd done was get killed, and so all that rest of the timeline doesn't actually reveal itself. So I have to kind of be careful if all that makes sense, if anything I'd said made sense. So I'll just go ahead. Hitomi! Hachi grabbed Hitomi and ran. We'll just read until we meet the dudes and tell them to fuck off or something. He charged the man in the doorway, kicking at the cane he leaned on. The assassin lost his balance and stumbled to the left. Run! Still holding Hitomi's hand, Hachi rushed out of the club. The two sprinted away through the side streets and alleys of Shibuya. Hachi began to feel as if they were running some maddening maze. Before long, the two had made it almost as far as Aoyama. Wait up! Huh? Hachi, wait up! Hachi glanced back at Hitomi. Ah, my bad. Guess we've been running pretty hard. You tired? Hitomi shook her head. No, it's just, I have to get to Dogenzaka. Dogenzaka? What for? What could she possibly need to do there now? That's what I was told when I handed over the Itachi case. The man leaned in to whisper to Hitomi as he reached out for the case. You're going to do exactly as I tell you. 2 things. He wore a cool, feigned smile as if there was some casual conversation. First, you're going to go to Dogenzaka, get in the blue van there. Hitomi nodded wordlessly. Second, you will not attempt to contact either police or your family in the meantime. His chilling tone broke no argument. Just those 2 things, and we'll let your sister go. Hitomi nodded again. The man flashed her a big, bright grin. Okay, then. Give me the money. Give me the money. A blue van in Dogenzaka, huh? Hachi muttered. So, that's why you said the police were a no-go. Yes, exactly. Hitomi's voice betrayed her desperation. I wonder if your sister's in that van, then. If she is, then we've got to hurry. The issue lay in how to get to Dogenzaka. They could probably avoid their pursuer if they kept streets only the locals usually knew about. That meant staying off the more well-trafficked routes like Roppongi Dori, or the stretch between Miyamazuzaka and the station. The side roads south of the station were their best bet. Also, what this tells me is that in a couple of in this part 2 or 1, I was thinking, okay, you're kind of like unlocking certain continuation of storylines just by seeing different endings. But no, there is, for all 5 characters, a true correct technical path. Like, I have to go here, and I couldn't have just ended, even though I saw all of this before kind of previously, and then I went back and saw the thing where I got killed from the assassin dude with the cane. The game wants me to go back and basically essentially correct the storyline, so that you see then him going to the things, and then the part where we meet these dudes in a second, tell them where to go. What the game is basically telling us is the correct way for the story to proceed is for you to deceive, or however it ends up playing, lying or incorrectly telling where those people to go. Even though my own storyline with Achi here continued. Even though I told them the correct way. That doesn't help Tama, and Tama needs help. So the game wants me to go back and essentially correct the timeline into Achi misguiding the pair. If all of that is making sense. I'm making sense of it in my head. Even though the storyline seemed, when we were just doing Achi's thing, that we were doing good, and we helped the poor, or the dudes, the couple of dudes, before we knew they might be loan shark bad people, the game was still going to let you play. But then even if I hadn't gone back and had the ending where I got killed, the game would have still wanted me to go back and correct the storyline a bit. So very interesting. Alright, come on. Turning, Achi headed back the way they'd come. After a moment's confusion, Hitomi followed. Achi? There was a note of worry in her voice. Hey, don't sweat it. I actually live in Dogenzaka. Heading back to my old neighborhood. But also in the interest of keeping storylines straight and everything, if I have to go back like I'm doing here, I will just read it again. Because I find it more interesting to then not just power through the text that we possibly might have had in like a different part. Like, that doesn't seem like the best thing to do. Or what I would get the enjoyment, like I'd want to reread it, then go correct the timeline, and then we'll just, Hitomi bowed her head. Thank you so much. Hey, it's no problem. I had to head home anyway. Achi gave her a grin. She cracked a tiny smile of her own. Hey, you two, you got a minute? Here we fucking go! It's the dudes who we thought were evil, then we helped them, then we thought they were okay, but turns out they seem kind of shady. Achi looked around, a pair of men approaching from across the street. There was something shady looking about them. Achi's protective instincts kicked in. He stepped in front of Hitomi. If these guys meant trouble, he wanted to be ready. We just want to ask you something. The younger of the two men drew in closer, a sharp gleam in his eye. Achi braced himself. Ask us what? You know, where the Nokane building is. The man held up a flyer. It was for some sort of health food sales demo. Come on, man, the Nokane building. You know where it is or not? Achi knew the name. Wasn't that one of the buildings on Center Guy? That was near Dogenzaka, same direction he was going. So we gotta pick B. I don't like the thought of these two following Hitomi and me. Achi pointed them in the opposite direction from Center Guy. Pretty sure it's that way, he said. Thanks, ma'am. Sorry to bug you. The two men headed off toward the main road. Look at that, we're correcting the timeline, we're helping Tama. Achi and Hitomi hurried onward, following the sparsely trafficked side streets toward Dogenzaka. I don't think I even knew this part of Shibuya was here, Hitomi said as she looked around. Yeah, a lot of people don't. I used to mess around in this neighborhood when I was a kid. Plus, what this means is I should be reading this anyway, because I have to essentially do this again, because I then went back and did the bad ending anyway. So, because we're going to have to progress with Achi's story further, so, yeah. So we get to reread. It's alright, reading is good. The area was a mishmash of rundown residences and office buildings. Almost nobody ever comes here unless they live or work on one of these streets. And check it out, over there, a rare first-hand glimpse of the Shibuya River. Have you always lived in Shibuya, Achi? Yup, born and raised. Achi bent down to pick up a piece of trash from the roadside. That's why I do this. Just pisses me off to see folks make a mess of this place. Picked up another piece of trash. I don't have a job, so I just pick up garbage every day. Man, what am I even doing? Like, cleanup even matters right now. Tommy took a long, hard look at his face. What? He demanded. What is it? You're a strange one, Achi. That so? She was right, of course. Sort of strange, collecting trash every day instead of getting a job. He had his reasons for it, but they weren't important right now. Right now, the important thing was getting Hitomi to Dogonzaka. Come on, he murmured. A sudden, angry shout broke the silence as they hurried along. Hey, hold it right there! Achi and Hitomi stopped, but the shout wasn't directed at them. Further up the road, a group of thuggish-looking men were having some kind of argument. The man who was shouting had grabbed one of the others by the neck. Idiots! And you still got the gall to call yourselves SOS. I mean, yeah, Susumu, but the other men standing around looked distinctly uncomfortable. It takes money to run an organization. No, I know, and since it's not like you're Achi or nothing, I thought you could maybe spare some help on that front, boss. Tomi looked at Achi when the stranger spoke his name. He smiled awkwardly, then turned back to the altercation. Shut your mouth, Susumu barked. How dare you say Achi's name in my presence? Hey! Achi called out. What was that about me? As soon as they saw him, the other men went pale. Achi kept his tone casual as he strolled up to the group. Susumu, you can't just give the guy a beatdown in broad daylight. Don't want to shock the upstanding people of our fair city. Achi, Susumu glared. Can we drop the pleasantries? Achi replied with a hint of a sneer. You got it, Susumu. I'd like to point out we're not on a first-name basis. With that, Susumu turned and stalked away. His buddies followed suit, leaving Achi and Hitomi alone again. Did you know that guy? Hitomi asked. His name's Susumu Nishizawa. And yeah, I know him. Or I thought I did. Used to be friends way back. Me and those guys were all part of the same crew, but I bailed a little while ago. Achi fell silent. To his great relief, Hitomi didn't pry further. It's good music. Achi and Hitomi had gone a short distance further when he caught sight of a man picking something up alongside the train tracks. Huh? I wonder. Achi went over to him. Hey man, you picking up trash by any chance? Huh? The man let out a panicked shout. Sorry, it just kind of looked like that's what you're doing. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I'm picking up trash, of course. The guy seemed pretty unnerved. Like, I just got to thinking, man, this place is filthy. Right on! Achi clasped the man's hand in his own. Someone else who gets it. They do? Totally! I see all this trash all over the place and I can't stand it. Oh, yeah, sure. The man breathed a sigh of relief. Can't stand it when someone throws something away when it could still be useful. I hear that. That's the spirit. Ha! Achi pulled out the trash he had stuffed in his pocket. Here you go. Huh? Go ahead, have all of it. The man looked dumbfounded. Usually I go around picking up the trash around here, but I've got a little thing I gotta do today. You got it from here. I'm counting on you. What? Actually, I'm kind of... Great, thanks. Achi beamed in approval, then rejoined Hitomi and headed on down the street. The man let out a sigh. Fine. There's something about that man. Something about him. Slipping through a narrow back alley, they came out near the top of Dogonzaka. Achi looked down the hill, but didn't see a blue van anywhere. He and Hitomi started making their way down towards Shibuya Station. Hitomi muttered to herself, I don't see it parked around here. Her face twisted up with worry. It's a lot harder to find street parking closer to the station. Hitomi, hold up. Achi had a sudden idea. Darted into a nearby soba restaurant, motioning for Hitomi to follow. Hey, called out to the proprietress, sharp-eyed middle-aged woman. Looking as lovely as ever today, I see. Oh, Achi, are you done collecting trash for the day? The lady took a look at Hitomi, her eyes lighting up. Is this your girlfriend? Huh? Oh, no, it's nothing like that. The proprietress was undeterred. Oh, she looks just like a model. She's a spitting image of me at that age. My, Achi's got himself a girlfriend. I said it's not like that. The woman waved Hitomi over. Now, you know Achi's got a bit of a mouth on him, and he's not the sharpest tool in the shed, but he's a sweet boy. He's just in the background like, okay. Hitomi forced a polite smile to her face. He'll try to deny it, but don't you listen. He told you about Suzune? Hmm? Ma'am, please! Achi jumped in on the conversation. You gotta hear me out. Whatever's the matter, I'm just trying to talk up your good points. Have you seen a van parked around here? A van? Let me think. Yes, come to think of it, there was. A blue one, she added confidently. Hitomi leaned forward. Where is it now? She asked. Well, I'm not really sure. I don't keep a close eye on things outside, after all. Hitomi slumped. I see. I know it doesn't look lit, but I've been quite busy today. The man who makes my noodles came by earlier to settle accounts when we fought over it. No head for finances, that one. That's his problem, honestly. And on top of that, of course, my part-timer, Masa, has to have today off, honestly. Achi frowned. Has she really seen a blue van, or was she just being chatty? Oh, shit. I mean, we could see what the other option is. Might as well, right? Older women who ran tobacco shops or noodle houses did seem to have a knack for spotting details. Achi decided to follow up some more. Was there anything unusual about this van? Well, let me think. The woman frowned, pausing a moment, and thought. Aha! Flash of recollection shone in her eye. That's right, now I remember. I think there was some foreigner sitting inside. Achi and Hitomi exchanged glances. Yes, I'm sure of it. The man who makes my noodles said he saw it too. Was there anything else? Hitomi asked. No, not that I can remember. It's too much to be a coincidence. Hitomi hung her head in frustration as they left the soba shop. Achi did his best to cheer her up. Hey, you might still find that car. Start waiting around here for a little while. Just waiting? What good will that do? It's possible that they went looking for you when you didn't show, Achi said. Maybe they'll come back, you know? He sat down on the edge of a planter outside the restaurant. But the criminals already have the money, she said anxiously. Even Achi understood the implications. Now that the crooks had the ransom, their hostage was nothing but a liability. Why take the risk of letting her go when they already had what they wanted? The situation was bad. Very bad. Still, just running around Shibuya as willy-nilly was only going to tire and frustrate them. Achi wanted to make sure Hitomi had the chance for a little break. We don't have anywhere else to look, so let's just give it 10 minutes, okay? He said. Hitomi seemed unconvinced. She looked like she might just march off down Dogenzaka at any moment. I understand how you must feel, but you know what they say. Slow and steady, stay in place. Oh yeah, this fucking line. Hitomi burst out laughing. What's so funny? It's slow and steady wins the race. For real? Hitomi smiled and sat down beside him. Alright, she said. We can wait here for 10 minutes. Cool. You've run enough races today already, right? Hitomi kept her eyes on the cars passing through Dogenzaka for a while. Then she murmured softly to Achi. Thank you so much for everything. Really. You can thank me after we find this van. I'm sure if I had been by myself, I'd have been in too much of a panic to do anything. What can I say? I try to keep my head up and face things as they come. You're quite the optimist, aren't you? Achi grinned. He tried to recall what optimist meant. He was pretty sure it had something to do with doctors, or maybe glasses. The shy, sweet look on Hitomi's face as she said it, though, made him figure it probably wasn't a bad thing, whatever it was. Cars drifted on by, one after the other, but they saw no sign of a blue van. After a while, even Achi began to grow impatient. This was starting to feel like a waste of time. And then... Hitomi, look! There it was. Keep out! Okay. Okay. Hit me with that character select screen. Fucking Tama! Oh, it goes here. It goes here because Because of the fucking thing. Okay, yep. The gameplay mechanics all making sense. Because I came back here and then I didn't go all the way forward. Guess we'll just start from here then. But hey, job's a job, Cheery says after a moment, perking up again. You're telling me to sell this junk, I'll sell it. The door flies open suddenly and a loud voice belts out. Hold it right there! No, we're just right here. Oh, hit me with that music. Oh, we get some singing too? I whirl around in a panic to see an odd-looking man standing in the doorway. It's Junichi Yanagishita. He's the guy who hired us. I heard that, Cheery. Don't you go calling my product junk. That's disrespectful. Cheery gave him an apologetic look. Whoops, sorry about that. You should be, but whatever. If you really have doubts, have a try for yourself. Mr. Yanagishita pulls a bottle of Burning Hammer from his coat pocket. Burning Hammer. Sister products include Del Sweats, Cellulose, Better Sweater, Dom Pepperon, Power Burn Z, Mr. Thin, Nega Chow, Super Nega Chow. That's good. At first glance, it seemed like some kind of energy supplement, but the cheapo label gives an immediate impression of sketchiness. Go on, says Yanagishita. Give it a go. Cherry reaches out to take it. But no sooner does she grab the bottle than Mr. Yanagishita shouts out once more. Wait, hold on. What? Cherry scoffs. What gives? You two. You're both good, stomach-wise? Stomach-wise? Yeah. Drinking and stuff on an empty stomach can cause some pretty nasty problems. So just make sure you eat or drink something beforehand. Doesn't matter what, really. Wait, nasty problems? Yeah. Such as what? I ask. I'd rather not say. Nobody would buy it otherwise. Seriously? It's all good. I just had lunch, Cheer says. She flashes a carefree smile. Well, I haven't eaten yet, but on the other hand, I've been guzzling as much iced tea as I can to fill myself up. It's probably safe for me to try this stuff. That doesn't seem safe at all. No. I'm gonna go with what seems to me the most logical choice. No, I'd better not drink this stuff. It's not even particularly appetizing. Cherry twists off the cap. Bottoms up, she declares, and proceeds to noisily gulp her bottle down. Doesn't seem like she minds it. Maybe it's actually pretty tasty after all. Huh? Aren't you gonna have some too? Mr. Yanagishita flashes me a look. I guess I might as well try just a little bit. I stick the bottle of Burning Hammer into my mascot head mouth. Has an unexpected smell, like curry. Getting my own lips around the mouth of the bottle and gulp down the liquid inside. Huh? It doesn't taste like anything. A handful of seconds go by. What the heck? Feels like a firecracker just exploded inside my mouth. Now it's spicy. Way too spicy. It's like I just swallowed a chili pepper coated in curry powder. Before I know it, I'm sweating bullets. Well, you sweating? Mr. Yanagishita asks. Like a whole lot? You are, aren't you? Why does he sound so happy about that? That's right there is the magic of Burning Hammer at work. Cheer and I are at a loss for words. Burning Hammer? Drink all you want and just burn those pounds away. How's that sound? Good, huh? This is just so stupid spicy it makes you sweat. Cheery blurts out. Blunt and to the point. I approve. Yeah? Well, I guess you're right, Yanagishita says. He hangs his head. What is in this stuff? I ask. I can still feel my tongue tingling. Heck, my body's almost too numb to move. I'm so shocked I even forget to get properly angry. So it's this health food product that got imported from America a few years back, Yanagashita explains. But the import agency went out of business not long after and couldn't move the merch. So I bought up the whole lot, everything they had in their storehouse. Spent all the money I had on it. Chiri arches an eyebrow. How much did it cost you? She asks. 1 million yen for 300 bottles. I can scarcely believe my ears. 300 bottles at 1 million yen for the lot? That's roughly 3,333 yen apiece. Each one of these teensy little bottles costs over 3,000 yen. You got ripped off, man, Chiri says. You really think so? Huh, yeah, you're probably right. Hangs his head even more despondently. The fucking flute music is killing me. It's like kind of off key, kind of off tune. This is the sort of thing they'd sell in 100 yen shops or something. Ouch, Jerry, moving in for the kill. 100 yen shops? Really? Mr. Yanagashita lets out the heaviest of sighs. I'm starting to feel pretty bad for the guy, actually. Don't let it get you down, sir, I say, hoping to comfort him. Look at those arms outstretched. She wants to comfort you. But Mr. Yanagashita just sets out a sob-choked sigh. A deep breath emphatically exhaled. Often a sign of disappointment, stress, or unrequited love. Also a way of expressing the anxiety brought on by massive debt. One has no money to give, only sighs. Right around now, Minoru Minorikawa is in the company of someone inclined to sigh this way. Oh, we got a red word inside of a... That's pretty dope. Bam! Oh, wait. Oh no, can we not do it? Because... Is the game telling me that since we hadn't gotten to that point, we can't jump? I do believe that is what the game is telling me. So we might have to go to Minorikawa after we go through here in Tama's story, and then we'll have to jump. We chose the wrong person, new person first. I'll have to remember to try to come back, hopefully to find where we can jump, how to jump there. Hopefully I'll remember this moment where I was like, oh, it's in the sigh word in Tama's story. We gotta jump. A word inside of a word. I try again. It'll be okay. Whether or not it helps you lose weight, it is spicy and it does make you sweat. I'm not sure I follow, Shuri says. How much are you selling these bottles for, boss? 15,000 yen per bottle. Good shit. Selling all 300 bottles would yield proceeds of 4.5 million yen. After deducting expenses such as the cost of the product, rental fee for the venue, pay for the part-timers, and printing flyers, this yields a net profit of roughly 2.5 million yen. It's doubtful that anyone would pay 15,000 yen for a single small bottle, but you never know. Could be a few housewives or young women out there who'd fork out that much in the name of weight loss. A terrifying thought. I agree. What? Kir's jaw practically hits the floor. Mine does the same. Albeit in a mascot suit. No way. Nuh-uh. No freaking way. Calling that price point absurd wouldn't begin to do justice. Well, look, selling at that price is my only option. I need to cover my costs. Anyway, please, I need you to both work your hardest. Apparently he's committed to this insane course of action. Okay, Chiri replies. It's more like a sigh than a proper response, but I can't blame her. As for me, I can't. Oh. Dude, do we call him out? Call him out. As for me, I can't just sit there and not speak up. Isn't this just a scam, sir? Sorry, can't hear you. Yanagashita plays dumb. Fine, I repeat myself. This is a scam, isn't it? He tilts his head to one side. Something's wrong with my ear. Undeterred, I repeat myself once more. This is a scam, isn't it? Tears are welling up in Mr. Yanagashita's eyes. Look, kid, he says huskily. Listen up. He's clearly struggling to maintain his calm. You're in the grown-ups world now. I nod a few times. But a scam is still a scam, right? I say. You. Sir? What's your name again? Oh, it's Tama. Okay, Tama. Why are you still wearing your costume? What? Sure, I've dodged my question. Oh well, at least I tried. I explained the situation with my suit. Wow. So then, are you going to do the sales demo like that? Well, if I can't take the mascot costume off, I don't have much of a choice, do I? No, that won't do at all. I hired you to be a model. If you're wearing that thing, then what's the point? I'm at a loss for words. The point is exactly what he's missing. It's not like I'm wearing this getup because I want to. How about we just cut it off with you? Cheery says with a big grin. She pulls a massive pair of scissors out of her bag. The blades make an unsettling snip snip sound as she waggles them in my face. Whoa, no, you can't do that, Yanagashita exclaims. That suit's a rental. I don't want to have to reimburse them for the thing. Well then, what am I supposed to do? I ask. He looks at me uncertainly. Maybe you could have someone from the rental place come down, Cheery suggests, before helping herself to the rest of my lunch. Oh hey, good idea, Yanagashita says. He seems to be making an effort to calm himself down, at least. Just try to grin and bear it until then, Tama. Well, I guess that's that then. I'm sure we'll get it off eventually, I say. Hopefully before the demo. That's the spirit. I really need you to be my model. A model, huh? It's flattering, but I can't help but wonder, would I be any good at that? Well, it's no time to be timid. I need that money no matter what. My troubles all started earlier this morning. I was at a knick-knack shop on Center Guy. I happened to pass by and I spotted a red necklace on display in the storefront. I got this weird sensation when I saw it. You could maybe call it deja vu, something like that. It was as if I'd been drawn to it somehow. This was mine. I was sure of it. I wanted it. No, I needed to make it mine, as soon as I possibly could. That's how strong the feeling was. The price was 40,000 yen. I checked my wallet repeatedly, but I only had 20,000 on me. Nonetheless, I needed to have it. There was just one question: how? Somehow I managed to drag myself away from the shop. Just a few minutes later, I ran into Mr. Yanagashita. Hey, a voice said out of nowhere. If you want, I could pay you 10,000 for a day's work. I found myself staring at this frumpy, middle-aged man who was handing me this business card. Managing Director, Junichi Yanagashita, Yamato Health Foods Company, Ltd. I'm in a real bind here. Need some extra help. Would you mind coming with me? I'm begging you, just one day. He seemed pretty sketchy. As much as I needed money for that necklace, wasn't going anywhere with some random weirdo. I ignored him and tried to just walk off. Please! Please! Yanagashita grabbed me by the hand. Watch it, pal, I snapped. Hands off or I start shouting for help. Please, it's not like that, just hear me out. Look, I'm in a hurry. Please! Please! Knock it off! I spun forcefully away from him, yanking my hand from his grip. Ooh! Yanagashita whirled through the air and fell into the bushes. Whoa, where'd that come from? He gasped. His eyes were wide as saucers. You a martial artist or something? No, I think that was just a fluke. Truth was, I was surprised myself at how well I'd pulled off that escape move. Ah, okay then, well, look, I'm sorry. Can you give me a hand? No way. No, I mean, give me your hand. My hip's killing me here. Ow, 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 ow. I guess the least I could do was help the guy get to his feet. Look, why are you hounding me so much? Please, don't be angry. The moment I saw you, I just felt it. You're the only person who can possibly do this job for me. I let out a sigh, but my interest was admittedly piqued. What kind of job? I need a sales rep for a health supplement. I want you to do PR as a dieting success story for my product. Just look at you. You have the body of an actress. Sales are going to go through the roof. Well, it was hard to feel too offended when he told me that. The job didn't seem as fishy as I'd initially suspected. Alright, maybe I'm interested, I said. There's just one thing. Yeah? Whatever it is, I'm sure I can handle it. I need 20,000 yen as soon as possible. So the day only pays 10,000. Alright then. If you can sell 100 bottles at our sales event, I'll throw in another 10,000 as a bonus. How's that sound? I certainly couldn't think of any other way I was going to earn 20,000 yen in a single day. This might be exactly the break I needed. You got a deal. You have my services for the day, I said, bowing my head. Yes! Yanagashita jumped for joy. What about your hip? Huh? Oh, yeah, it's better now. All better. Fixed itself just now. Yanagashita bowed deeply as I gave him a dubious look. Look, I'm sorry, he added hurriedly. I wasn't trying to pull a fast one on you, honest. I was just scouting for talent and I saw you and, well, was trusting this guy really the best idea? I was starting to worry just a little about whether he'd actually pay up. Look, I've stocked everything on the sales demo later. Let me retry that. Look, I've staked everything on the sales demo later today, he went on. This is the make or break opportunity of a lifetime. Sure. I'll be honest with you, I'm in a ton of debt. 2 million yen. 2 million. Yanagashita's tone had taken on a feverish intensity. If I don't pay it back by the end of the day, then boy howdy am I up the creek without a paddle. How did you even get into a situation like that? I asked. He gazed skyward, a far-off look in his eyes. Because even if he knows he has no chance of winning, sometimes a man just has to stand and fight. But I guess a girl like you wouldn't understand. He laughed and smiled at his own words, but he was right. I sure as heck didn't understand in the slightest. Anyway, real quick, could you put this on? Mr. Yanagashita briskly rummaged through his bindle, then thrust a cat costume out toward me. What? Here? Yeah, before the sales event, you gotta hand out some samples. Burning Hammer and the sample bottles cut 10 parts to 1 with water. Even so, it is intensely spicy, and drinking it on an empty stomach is sure to cause gastrointestinal distress, or even make the drinker black out. It's hard to believe a sample of something so dangerous would win over any customers, but you never know. Could be housewives or young women out there who'd accept such a risk in the name of weight loss. Another terrifying thought. The job's already started, you know. And with that, Mr. Yanagashita went about getting me into the mascot suit. Looking back on it, it was a pretty ridiculous turn of events. Still, if I was going to get my hands on that necklace, I had to take the chance that this job would pay out. I doubt we're going to be able to sell a single bottle of this crap, Cherry whispers in my ear. I'll just have to do the best I can, I say. I say it more to myself than to anyone else. Once again, I ask myself, why am I in such a rush to get this necklace anyway? It's a mystery. I honestly don't know. It's the strangest thing. I try my hardest to think of a reason, but all I get is a dull, aching throb at the back of my head. Oh my god, what is this mystery? It's the same pain I felt earlier, as if I'd gotten a good bonk on the head or something. To be continued. Look at that. Hit the hour mark there on Tama's story. or what I assume is like the end of the hour there, as will probably show us. So if you go here, yeah, like the story just ends there for Tama for now. So her timeline's basically over. We'll probably have to go, obviously we'll have to go into here to get to that jump point, to jump for Minorikawa, who is going to be what seems the next character we should be playing as. Right now, I think we'll probably go Minorikawa, and then we'll probably go back to Kano, and then probably fucking Osawa, aka Kojima lookalike. But that'll do it for the night stream. We got through Tama's thing, did more Achi stuff. We kind of replayed some Achi stuff, but we got through Tama's part. Like I said, I had originally planned on doing something else tonight, but I would be lying if I said I wasn't thinking about this game for some odd reason for the last 2 days. So, while I was sitting at work and being like, what is this game? What am I getting myself into? I think we are just... the first plot of, like, the whole kidnapping and everything, and the ransom, that's, like, seemed initially to be the main, plot of interest, but I definitely do think that behind the whole it's Tama funny cat costume thing, I think whatever her story is about the throbbing head, the necklace thing, whatever's going on in her storyline, I think is going to actually be the bigger mystery to this all, which I'm actually super interested in. I think it's about time we get into let's do a visual novel with a great mystery added to it. Very exciting. I'm excited. Good stuff. Good stuff game so far. Promising start. Promising first 3 parts. But yeah, that's gonna do it for the stream tonight. We'll be back later in the week. Almost for sure, no stream tomorrow night. I'm almost ashamed to admit it, but because of quarantine time and everything, I actually started watching the season of Survivor way back, a couple weeks back now at this point. Like, I caught up during the whole season. Survivor being a show I watched a lot more often as, like, a kid. And then as I went through, like, college and stuff in recent couple years, I hadn't been watching it just because I don't really watch TV like that, especially recently. But this year, or because of things, I had some time to like kind of catch up, and I was like, might as well. Especially, it mostly started because of podcasts I listened to. Because of the quarantine, they decided to do a podcast about Survivor, and that actually gave me a final push to just start watching it. And it's been alright, but I say all that saying that tomorrow's what I assume is like the season finale. Apparently it's going to be like 3 hours or something long in total, so most likely we'll be occupied tomorrow night with that and other stuff. So possibly back Thursday night, and of course probably Friday night as well, and then weekend streams. I did just look at a calendar for like the first time in a while, and also what upcoming games are coming out, and I totally like The Last of Us Part 2's release is sneaking up on us, actually faster than I initially thought. I think it comes out now at this point in about 2.5 weeks, and I kind of would love to play that at release and on stream. So in saying that, I don't need to finish this game necessarily for me to feel comfortable starting that, but I do want to clear off something else on the current plate of streams. So Destroy All Humans 2 needs to get done. I don't think I have a massive amount of that game left. I mean, it'll still be several streams of it, but I think that might be like, especially this weekend, I might power through that. So imagine like a Saturday morning into like afternoon type stream of that so we can power through. Because that would be nice to finish that, get that off the, as I've been calling it, the streaming plate before Last of Us Part 2 comes out. But yeah, so no stream tomorrow, Wednesday. Thursday, most likely probably something really light, maybe a drumming stream or something. Taiko no Tetsujin, short drum stream perhaps. And then Friday night we'll figure something out. Maybe back to this, who knows. But yeah, I hope you have a nice rest of your Tuesday night. And take it easy as well. Continue to remain safe and hope everything is alright for everyone out there watching archive, watching live, doing all the things. All is appreciated. Follow us on Twitch. Do whatever you want. Live your life. And have a nice Wednesday as well, since I won't be here tomorrow. And Thursday technically, I guess, since I won't be back until Thursday night. Because that's how timelines work. Alright, see you later.